everybody, my name is Sleepy Rain, or whatever the hell you want to call me. I am live with my friends here today, and we are going to be wrangling some worms. My pronouns are they, them. And we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons, and if I'm a little scatterbrained today, no I'm not. I'm gonna be tossing it around in a random order the way I usually do, because you should never expect anything from me, ever. Anyway, Midnight Blue!
I'm doing promo now.
And your
what
name
am I
and
promoting?
your pronouns.
I'm promoting my name and my pronouns. My name's Midnight. My pronouns are she, her. I play Daeriel. Her pronouns are she, they. My thing to promo is that you should watch the anime Dandadan unless you are going to have the worst takes on Twitter about it, in which case you just stay the fuck away from the show. I do not want to see any more terrible takes. I had to delete Twitter because of all the arcade terrible takes I was seeing.
Oh, good.
It was the thing that actually made me delete Twitter. I was so mad.
So funny.
Anyway, watch the show, but only if you're going to be normal. Thumbs up. Thank you.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Now we're getting to Juno.
Oh, hi, it's me, Juno. Hi, I'm Juno. You can find me at either Crowva or Crowva Arts, most places. Follow me on Blue Sky. If you also hate Twitter, go to Blue Sky. It's better. I play Spirit here on Circus of Dreams, the Barbarian. I don't really have much to promo. All my things are on hiatus right now. Watch Malevolent. That's my promo. That's what you should do. If you're into spooky Eldritch Horror podcast, watch Malevolent. That's it.
I love how everyone's just promoting shit they like. You know what? That's a vibe for
I think
today.
that's the bit now.
That's a bit for today. That's a bit for today. Bubbly Tarts!
Oh no. Hi, I'm Bubbly Tarts. I use she's a pronouns. I play
forget?
Phoebe, the party rogue. She... What?
Did you forget?
There was an odd
I forget?
pause. Like there was an odd
Oh,
pause.
it's
Like you
because my
forgot what your
wife-
pronouns were.
No, it's because my internet cut out.
Oh.
That's really funny.
That is
I
really
did
funny.
not forget my own pronouns.
It would be.
Hi, I'm Bubbly. She's a...
The pause.
Phoebe uses she, her. That's my character. Things to promote? I don't have a ton. I have commissions. There's a
No,
little
it has
bit
to be
of
a media. That's the bit. The bit, Bubbly Tarts.
I was gonna do both! Will you accept both? Otherwise I can promote something.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Better roll
Going
good.
to D&D Beyond. Roll a d20. Rolling right now. That's a 16.
Fine. You may
I
self-promo.
have commissions. Hit me up, and I have Realm Jumper, which is not doing a whole lot right now, but it will be. There you go. Now, media that I'm promoting to the homies. I actually don't know what media I'm going to promote to the homies. Actually, I'm doing a weird poll, not a modern poll. This is not something that's come out recently. Go search the IDW comic run of Ghostbusters. It's really good. Go read that.
Tyler! Tyler?
Oh, my apologies. Did not realize it was my turn. I thought I heard my name. I'm sorry I've been a little quiet this introduction. I didn't have anything to say during the pre-show. I was very chatty pre-stream. But hi. In case you may have forgotten, I am Tyler. The Massachusetts education system considers me enough of a valid candidate for the secondary education program. I learned this a few days ago.
Congrats.
It's a very roundabout way of saying I passed my MTELs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Things to promote. Nothing. It is the tail end of the semester and I am fighting for my fucking life.
Gotta give us
Handshake.
a media. You gotta give us a media.
Well, give me a minute. I had a media, but I didn't have anything to promote in the way of projects.
Well, it wasn't fair.
Or-
I would have needed to make you roll. I'm staring at B.
You know
I know
what?
he has
Oh
shit
my
he
God.
wants to talk about. Get those dice warm, boy.
You know what? If you've got like an hour, like 24 minutes and 5 seconds, go look up Don Schnack's beating the worst Mario and Luigi game by not playing it. That's a fun informational video.
That's a good media.
Amazing.
That sounds pretty funny.
Alright, B.
He's
I
got a
ain't
lot
gonna
of these. Can I beat Shadow the Hedgehog as a pacifist? I attempted the first ever rotation battle Nuzlocke.
Oh, that one I actually might look up after. That's
No, it's
That-
good.
I fucking love
Oh my
rotation
god, that
battles.
would be awful.
I will post some of these in chat for people to just listen to as they go about their days. It's really good, and the Dawn is a very fun internet personality. That aside, please continue.
I turn slowly to stare at Ep.17.
I rolled an 11.
You get one promo.
Singular promo.
Singular promo.
I understand this.
You understand.
I will use my singular promo to shout out the fact that a book I helped create, Subclasses Revivified, is not only on the gold tier, but it is back at the #2 most popular book on the entirety of the DM's Guild.
Hell yeah!
Hell yes.
Ooh, yeah!
So, if you want every subclass that exists in 2014 ported over to 2024 with some creative liberties taken in certain cases, go check it out. It's $30, and with it, you will never have to pay for another subclass giving Wizards of the Coast book of the reprints ever again.
Good
So,
shit.
yeah.
Good shit.
And my
Hell
media
yes.
to promote, if you like I need content that is on the periphery of the eternal void of League of Legends that will never spit you back out without committing completely. There is a video by YouTuber TB Skyen who does like character analysis and design, and he went through a bunch of the designs that the card game Legends of Runeterra did, and how they improved upon the base designs of League characters and improved upon their narratives. If you just want to see like an interesting discussion about artistic process and like taking an old design and making it interesting or giving things new life, and also if you want to dunk on like decade-old animation rigs, go watch that. It's really funny and
Beautiful.
also genuinely very informative.
Eevee.
Nod.
Nod. 2 seconds. Alright. Session's about to start, Apollo. We were getting ready. We were doing our intros, our promos, our little pre-discussion, because there's always the pre-show and then there's the promo. If you want to watch the pre-show, watch us live on Twitch every other Wednesday. Heart emoji. So to get us all back into where we left off and the narrative of everything, you all crash landed into oh my god, I forgot the name of my own area. I believe it's the Nest, which is this underground refuge run by a woman known as the Vulture Queen. She is intense, giant, and Avariel with clipped wings, who was a bit unfriendly to you all when you first joined, but is here for sake of... You have all endeared yourself to her through doing various jobs around the Nest, helping take care of people, which was kind of not entirely of your own will. She did threaten to take apart the train, but since you all proved yourselves to be such valuable allies, she's now going to not only help you guys rebuild your train, but kind of has welcomed you all in as part of the group. But first she needs you all to do something for her. She has spoken of a giant worm that has been causing problems for her and her people, one that Guy has heard of in myths and legends. And you've all been spending a bit of time getting ready to fight said worm. It is also the reason why you have fallen down here, she explained. What do you think y'all are doing for worm prep?
Worm prep.
Wow.
That's actually a good question. Ooh, I don't know. I think Daeriel is probably going to go research. Let's go research about purple worms and see what the fuck we can find.
Yeah, you can, if you want to, like, make a roll to learn more about the worm, you certainly can. You'd kind of just be asking around. There's not really, surprise,
library.
There's not a library or books in the underground, sanctuary for people.
What I got to roll some new dice, so inaugurative rolls.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I bought a dice advent calendar and I'm having a good time. What is that? Is that history you said?
I'll say history or like investigation, since you're like talking to people.
I'm gonna go with history because I have proficiency in that. That's a 16. Thank you for letting me choose, bestie.
You said purple worm. This isn't a purple worm. This is a worm. You've definitely learned it's WORM, not WYRM. But like every time you ask people about it, you get a different color. Like one person says it's red, another person says it's blue, one person said that it's like green. None of the colors you've heard have been purple.
Hmm.
And it's also
That
weird
is-
everyone's giving you different colors.
Have all of them, maybe, are they like mistaken? Have they just not seen it?
Most people who you've spoken with said they've seen glimpses of it. It's not really something you survive if it sees you, so if you see it, you turn tail and run.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I figured. Huh.
You also know that it leaves a sticky residue wherever it burrows.
It's sticky.
It's sticky.
Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah. So a worm of a decidedly unpurple variety. Anyone else doing worm prep?
I want to say that Guy is running anti-worm extinction exercises on the sole
Oh my
premise
God.
that he's terrified.
That's
Is incredible. What is
He's
I-
acutely aware of the fact that they're going up against a very large, very dangerous creature from the wastelands, and using that bit of knowledge that Daeriel would have just acquired in regards to the sticky residue the worm leaves behind, Guy is perching himself on top of rocks and in just precarious positions to keep himself from. He's playing the floor is lava, or the floor is sticky worm residue.
Here, let me check
I'll
something.
I'll say Spirit is participating because I was also gonna go talk to people for information, and I don't know if we get different information.
Guy
So
I
guess
didn't roll
Spirit's been
great, so...
roped into worm prep, but I can also roll for info if you want me to.
Guy, I know you're doing worm prep. Roll. I'm gonna make this either medicine or nature, because you also had the information about the worm and its demonic origin from last session. So I'll let you make a roll to acquire something that might help you.
You said one of the potential roles I could do was medicine, you said? It was either medicine or nature?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll medicine because I have the higher mod for that. So let's see what I can do with that. That is a 15.
That's good. I'm gonna say that's good enough. Guy, you start gathering soap. You're reading through all of your notes on this fucking worm, because the worm's decently well documented, even if sightings of it are rare, because most people who see it get eaten. The goo it leaves isn't. And shockingly, from what you've heard, warm water and soap is usually pretty good for getting rid of that goo.
Of course. My natural enemy is also the worm's enemy. Perfect. Gotta fight a worm, gotta think like a worm. What do worms hate? Soap and water. What does Guy hate? Soap and water. No idea how I'm getting soap and water of that size and quantity on a worm, but... to hell with it. I'll see where I can go with this.
Incredible.
I love you, Guy.
I love this guy. Juno, did you have
I don't think that... Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
Because I know Juno had said that he was training with Guy. I didn't know if Spirit still had any worm-related activities he wanted to do.
I can't think of anything. I'm gonna be so for real.
It's okay, you don't need something. I just wanted to give y'all the
Yeah,
chance.
if someone wants, like, help, Spirit's around to help. If that gives advantage on a check or whatever.
You are also nursing your rock damage wound.
True, yeah. He's just kind of around, participating in the worm training, but yeah.
Perching.
Mm-hmm. He does enjoy perching.
But yes, Phoebe.
I was gonna say, she doesn't do a lot of prep in advance. I think that it's just a thing where she's like, oh, when we start going there, I'm going to stealth ahead and see if I can, like, get a look at it before we have to go fight it.
Makes sense, makes sense. And Chris, did you have anything?
I think they're just practicing their spells and, like, you know, unsure of what to do with a worm. So they're like, is this powerful against a worm? Is this useful against a worm? And they're just, like, flinging through their magic, trying to figure out, like, what is worm applicable?
As you all regather, since we now have 2 card draws, reminder, if you either use the channel point reward or gift a sub or donate a sub, we have to pull from the Deck of Dreams. But since we have 2 in the chamber, I think we're gonna pull 1 now and 1 later when we're in the combat. So, Ep.17.
Oh boy. You got it. Gonna speed shuffle.
The speed shuffle.
The speedy shuffle. The world's fastest shuffle, one would even say.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fast, it's almost like a
It's the 17 shuffle.
Yeah. Party's clothing turns pink.
That's so funny. All of your outfits turn pink in preparation for Worm Hunt. The moment you all
I
regather,
just got everyone
you
new
all turn
clothes.
pink.
God damn it.
Uniform.
You are the hot pink bitches named Breakfast.
Excellent.
I mean, it could be worse.
I can't believe it.
Is it-
Is fighting the worm the final boss of Cave Inspection?
I mean, you will
Is
be
it?
going through worm tunnels. Those are caves.
That's funny.
This is our greatest
I
threat
gotta
yet as
ask,
Cave
the specific...
Inspectors.
So true. The specific shade of pink, is it crisp pink? Or is it hot pink? Like Barbie?
I think, like, all of your various, like, outfits, like, it's different tones of pink. You
Oh,
know,
excellent.
like, your
Pink
outfit has
filter.
just
I
been
get-
pink filtered.
I-
Chris doesn't
I love
change.
it.
Oh,
realizing.
that's really funny.
Yeah.
Maybe the scarf is pink. That's
Yeah,
it.
the scarf's pink now.
Chris looking at their scarf. Well, it's actually quite nice.
I'll be kind. This is only temporary, but it's gonna last all day.
That's funny.
That is funny.
The Vulture Queen walks up to you all. It won't be reflected on the art on stream, obviously, but she is now also awash in pink, and she looks unhappy.
Oh no.
God.
What the fuck happened?
I don't really know. There's sort of like a weird magic that follows us around, I think.
Yes, it made puppies rain from the sky once.
It's camouflage. It's all camouflage, I assure you.
Sure.
We're going
The
into
Worms are
Gravel-
pink-purple colorblind. I've had a running theory on this one for a while now.
She just blinks at you. Sure.
We have
Hey, I've
gotten
done my research.
We've gotten the second deck of dreams from Fiery.
Already? I'm gonna save it for the combat. I'm gonna save it for the combat.
Yeah.
I like
We
to
back to
spread them
two.
out.
Funny.
Yeah. But just so you know, we're back to 2.
We're back to 2. That's incredible.
Funny.
But yes, pink-purple colorblind theory. She's just like, sure, kid. We'll see. Alright. Are you all ready to go?
Suppose as ready as we can be.
We don't
Mhm.
exactly have time for an outfit change.
The greatest threat as cave inspectors lies before us.
What?
It's a long story.
What Corvo bullshit are you talking about?
We did a stint as cave inspectors, and now we make jokes about it.
Is that a fucking job?
No. We told people it was to let us into their cave.
In the far distance, someone just starts going like, actually, cave inspectors are not highly respected before fucking getting decked in the face.
I don't know, I'm kind of with them on this one. It'd kind of be a swanky position to have down in these parts.
Yeah, but we're liars.
We are definitely liars.
Let's honor cave inspectors.
Man, I'm sure am glad that we're liars. Oh man, I said the inside part outside, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And she just turns around and starts guiding you through. As the caves continue on, eventually you reach a big 10-foot by 10-foot, like massive, just hole in the wall. And you notice that on the other side of the wall, like, you're in a tunnel, you're in a different kind of tunnel, and then there's the 10-foot hole on one side of the hole of the wall. Fuck me, Jesus. And then completely parallel to this first hole is another hole.
So we've reached an intersection.
You've reached an intersection, but the intersection is another like it's a line.
Mm-hmm.
And there's goo on the ground. There's odd piles of Let me roll something. Let me see what color the goo is. Where the fuck is my dice spot? There it is. That is some red ass goo on the ground.
Decidedly goo, not blood.
Goo, very much goo. It's chunky. It's glorpy even. It's still dripping.
Like recent?
Like recent. The Vulture Queen's kind of looking at it, just like, it's close, but I can't tell which direction it was heading. She kind of stares at the two holes.
Do they need some form of air or something, where we can tell what direction wind or something is coming from, maybe?
We are underground, kid. Where the fuck would the wind be?
I don't know. That's what they do when you're stuck at a intersection in underground caves somewhere.
Yeah, if you're like above ground, if you come in from a cave system, do you have any idea how deep these tunnels go?
No, and I'd prefer not to, personally.
You are unfit for this kind of life.
Well, I didn't really ask to be here, so...
I didn't ask for your attitude.
Fine, whatever.
Do any of you have any other riveting commentary? Or are you gonna help me figure out what direction this fucking worm went?
All right, let's think this one through here real quick. Realistically speaking, we've got quantifiable evidence on how it is the worm operates, albeit through secondhand source sightings. So, the safest course of action would be to further examine the goo, get a better read on how and what it is and how it operates in an environmental setting, and then test how it works.
She raises an eyebrow. Go for it then, kid. Run your goo test.
So, I know I've made one medicine check, but potentially speaking, Guy has an empty mason jar from the earlier instance of soup that he had doused himself in during the exploration through the haunted house. Utilizing that same jar, could I make a medicine check in an effort to bottle the worm goo?
Of course you can bottle the goo. You don't even need a check for that. There's ample amounts of goo. It is very sticky.
A guy gets low to the ground, rummages through his pack real quick, and begins ladling goo with his gloved, wrapped hands into a large mason jar. Still kind of smells like the primordial ooze soup from before. All right.
What's your passive perception, I'll say?
Passive perception? That's a 17.
Oh, yeah, you smelled it. It smells really sweet. It's kind of actually super gross because you're mixing this very sweet, almost sugary smell with this fucking, like, savory soup smell. It's kind of nasty.
Guy takes a couple wafts, kind of winces at the smell, wafts a few more times, kind of shrugs, scoops up a fistful of worm goo, and can I do maybe something like a nature check to get a better understanding of the inner workings of the goo? Maybe an animal handling check to see how it is the worm expunges this goo.
I need a better case for one of those, because currently you're just staring at it.
Against my better judgment, could I taste the goo?
You
my God.
can taste the goo.
Oh god.
I know. Spirit sees this about to happen and wrinkles his nose.
Taste the goo.
Do I still have LR prepped?
Two things are going to happen. I am going to have you make... What would be a good flavor check?
Constitution to avoid being poisoned.
Well, yes. Actually, you're going to be making a wisdom save, not
I'm making a
Constitution.
wisdom save.
But I do need you to roll for flavor.
For flavor.
For flavor.
And pray tell, what roll am I making for flavor?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what do I have you roll to discern the intricacies of flavor?
Nature?
Yeah. Let's go.
Perception?
Let's go nature or perception, and I do need to grab something from across the room.
I will roll perception first. The guy is squinting eye level at the goo as he ladles it into a jar, pauses to think for a moment, scoops up a ladled fistful of worm goo in the opposite hand, and kind of spoons some of it into his mouth with 2 fingers. So I'm going to make a perception roll. Oh, that would have been so funny. That was almost a natural 20, but I'm going to lucky that because that was a 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
If it was a natural 20, that would have been hysterical. Oh my god. But that's okay. That's way better. There we go. That's a 24 on perception.
Alright. Right.
And then I need to make a wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom save! That's fine. That's an unnatural 20.
Natural 20. So you pass the save. This tastes amazing. To the point for a moment you almost feel compelled to continue eating and to not stop. It tastes like corn syrup, sugar, beef gelatin, water, citric acid, palm oil, artificial flavors, carnauba wax, beeswax, red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, and blue 1.
What drink is
May
this?
contain traces of wheat.
What drink is this? What did you have him drink?
He didn't drink anything. He ate goo.
What is it? What is this treat?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You know what?
That's
Actually,
what you
I
think.
think at
We
this
know-
point, I feel like we
What is
probably
that?
A delicious treat, clearly.
Cheat. That's what you taste with the 24.
You know what? That's fair though.
You,
Very
you get to
sweet.
rattle off.
As
Very-
Guy screws the cap on top of the mason jar now packed full of worm goo, I will be sure to add that to my inventory. Play the fucking Deltarune character joined your party music. Goo.
Oh my
I loved
God.
it. 10 out of 10 musical
Jar.
impression.
No, not the
Truly
fucking
impressive.
whisper jar. I think that's just gonna quantify under the alchemist supplies that I have. Beyond the point, Guy wipes some of the worm goo from his mouth, turns back to face the party, and just... I don't really have much in the way of worthwhile evidence to share, but I have a lot of new flavors that I've come to terms with.
That feels concerning.
I've done that.
I'm not entirely sure how to feel about this. I have a lot
Wait,
to think
what do you
about.
mean? What do you mean you've done this? Turns to Phoebe.
Well, not with this specifically, but I've eaten shit. Weird shit.
Okay. Sure, fine, whatever. I guess we're all just putting weird shit in our mouths now.
Do you want me to put the worm goo in my mouth?
You know,
No!
honestly, wasn't the worst thing I've ever had.
Don't put shit in your mouth.
And I ate tar pit soup.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust
No.
flavor profiles from this guy.
I have to
No,
ask
I don't-
Phoebe, do you eat the goo?
If they're staring at her, she does the thing where you slowly lean down.
She's doing the cat
So
thing of eating something she's not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. Tongue out.
Phoebe? Phoebe, no.
Mm,
Phoebe?
Phoebe.
mm.
Don't do it.
Lick.
No.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Wisdom saving throw. That's a 9.
Phoebe, you want to eat more. This goo is delicious. This goo is amazing. You are magically compelled to continuously eat the goo and follow the goo trail to eat more goo.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe my hubris.
Phoebe.
It's very sweet.
Phoebe, stop.
Me? Really? Who could have foreseen this turn of events? Not us, folks! Ah!
Yeah, she keeps dipping her finger in it, and her eyes dilate like a fucking cat.
Wait, it's different colors. It keeps changing between these colors.
No, it's just red. All of the goo in this area that's left over is just red.
All of the goo in this area is red. Is it fucking Mountain Dew? Is the fucking Mountain Dew worm
It
or
is-
something?
It is not Mountain Dew.
A Baja Blast worm.
Oh my god.
Are we just eating various flavors of Mountain Dew? That's why it's the different fucking colors.
It's not Mountain Dew, I promise it's not Mountain Dew. I'm gonna
Your despair is
Okay.
cry.
I'm trusting you, Sleeper Cheapert.
I promise you it's not Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Oh my god. Fweeby,
Buddy?
which tunnel do you go in, left or right?
Which one has more goo?
I say it's equal. I will say.
It's
Oh, I'll give you a hint.
Mhm.
To the left, you see some orange goo, and to the right you see some blue goo.
Oh, I feel like I bubbly tarts am supposed to know this through context clues, but I don't. You know what? Phoebe's blue.
All right. You start following the blue goo.
Yeah.
Do you guys follow her as she starts compulsively following this goo? Actually, it wouldn't be
I mean-
blue. It would go from green into blue. I realized I got my colors wrong, but it's fine.
Fascinating. Anyway, can I pick you up so you are not on the floor eating goo?
I mean, do you want to go the other way? Like what is your goal in picking up the Fweeby?
I'm just getting Phoebe off the ground to stop eating goo, so we can make a decision.
Roll grapple check,
Dang.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
'Cause
Do I need to
If
roll
that's a 2
against
on the
that?
die,
you
I
do
slip
need to
and
fight back,
Oh.
Phoebe. You
eat
are-
ass.
Eat goo?
Well, I rolled a 2 on the die.
No, I know. I was being. We'll see if Phoebe rolls a 1.
Okay.
What do I have to roll? It's not a flat roll, is
It's
it?
acrobatics.
Thank you. I always forget grapple. Well, I have a +4 to that, so total
Yeah.
of 13.
Yeah, you easily wiggle out of Spirit's hands so that you can continue eating the goo.
What the hell? Phoebe, stop!
The Vulture Queen sighs. I guess the little lady picked the direction that we're going in. Fucking idiot.
Woo! Using our
Yeah, that's
mouth
fair.
and digestive system to solve problems!
You all travel down the goo path. As you travel, you notice that after a bit, the red goo turns green, then blue, and then it turns yellow, and then orange, and then you're back to red, and then the ground starts to rumble.
Oh god.
No.
Why is it a rainbow worm? What is the rainbow worm? I don't know anything about rainbow worms.
I don't either.
We may have wormed a little too close to the sun.
We wormed a little too close to the fucking rainbow, Chris. Not the sun. Get it right.
Taste the rainbow.
Fuck.
Phoebe,
It's
no.
fucking, no, it's Skittles.
And I
No!
need you all to roll a dexterity
No!
saving throw.
No,
Okay.
it's Skittles. It's fucking Skittles.
You
God
need-
damn it!
You all
Not
need-
Mountain Dew.
It's not Skittles, because you all need to roll a dexterity saving throw to dodge the giant gummy worm.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no.
What's the deck save you said?
Dex.
14, 1, 4. That is a fucking gummy worm. Jesus Christ. I was so
11 to
close.
spirit.
You were so close.
I knew it. I knew it in my bones. I knew it in my bones, chat.
You know what?
Witness me.
I'm none too fond of only rolling a 10 on that, so I'm gonna lucky it. And okay, that was a lot better. That was a 19.
I did preview this to chat at one point. That's so funny. Midnight, you gotta give it to me though, Midnight. I did promise you it wasn't Mountain Dew.
I was right.
Not
though.
Mountain Dew.
I was on the right track.
You were
I was sniffing it. I was getting there. Ah!
This has been an established part of my world lore that there's a giant demonic nuclear gummy worm. Shout out to Lottie
funny.
the Muse, who has made this canon in one of my campaigns.
Awful.
You're worm wrangler.
All this time and countermeasures take into account when combating the potential threat of a massive worm roaming throughout the wastelands, and it turns out to be a fucking gummy worm? I'm not sure whether or not this is better or worse.
Hey, guy. I feel like now's a friendly time to remind you that it's a parasitic demonic god. That, you know, or I guess just demon that has created this abomination you are about to fight.
Guy kind of thumps down his satchel that contains the contents of all of his notes that he's gathered on the worm. Just odd, intricate theories, a real tinfoil hat line of reasoning. Reaches down into his pocket and hoists out the good luck charm. You knew about this all this time, didn't you? And you just wanted to see my reaction. You're sick. You're sick and twisted.
I'm literally...
Hey, guy, I think we got more important things to worry about right now.
I wasn't finished. This
Okay,
is a matter
continue.
between me and her. I'll deal with the giant parasitic worm later.
Alright, fine. Have your soliloquy or whatever.
The worm has a -1 initiative. It rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
I guess it is a big worm, so...
Now I gotta
It
roll
is
for the
indeed big
vulture
worm.
queen. I've just never...
These were deck saves, not initiatives, by the
Oh
way.
my god, I'm so stupid. Well, I already rolled for the worm's initiative. Maybe I'm a big dummy dum-dum
You're
with
fine,
a
you're
smooth
fine.
brain who has ADHD. And
You're
he's
okay.
Nice to me and subbed to me on twitch.tv/CGC anyway, you are all gonna... I'm gonna roll damage, because I'm a liar. I never fucked up a day in my life. Never fucked up a day in my life.
No. We never lie, we're never wrong on this here Twitch channel.
Also, Juno's cool and mysterious.
Yeah, I'm cool and mysterious and I never lie.
Wow, I rolled like fucking doo-doo ass. You take 5
It's my
damage,
magical aura.
apparently, if you got a 15 or lower on the deck save. And then you take half if you passed. I also need people to decide if they are on the left or the right side of the worm. Like which direction
I'll go
you
right.
jump out of the way to. 'Cause
I'll
there's
do
gonna be
left.
worm in the way.
I'll go to the side that Spirit's on because he tried to grab my arm. That sounded bad. He tried to grab me.
I will go opposite the direction of Spirit and Phoebe because I'm too engaged in soliloquy.
I
love you guys.
To write down left or right because I am getting confused.
I got
Wait,
you, I got
what's
you.
I'm so confused about what's going on. What the fuck?
You failed to save, so you take 5 damage, and then I need to know if you're jumping to the left or the right.
Left.
Okay. I got it all written down. I may have spelled names wrong. No, I didn't. If I did, no, I didn't.
Now I'm gonna have you all roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Figured it out. We figured it out, chat.
We're so good in smart chat.
Alright, let's roll initiative. Woo! Let's go!
Yippee.
Guys,
Yo, guy.
guys.
Guy crazy.
Hi.
Who love guy?
Alright, let me roll for the vulture. My beloved. This is not what I needed.
While you roll, I want chat to know. I just looked in the server. Firewolf has clipped the list of ingredients.
Beautiful.
God.
Important.
Thank you, Fiery Wolf.
You know what? In the meantime, while I do initiative, hey B.
Yeah.
Let's start this combat off right.
Alrighty, I'm gonna shuffle. Up the one
Oh my god, I know there's a stat block for this fucking thing.
Round of Magic Gathering. We're playing.
Oh wait, it's
no.
called a gladiator.
Chat. If anyone asks how good I shuffle these cards, know that I tried to slide a single card and kind of like cut it into the deck, and it took way too long because I wasn't looking. Anyway.
That's how it is. Shuffling is hard.
Yeah. Someone creates 2 clones of themselves.
Oh.
I rolled the highest in initiative, so I think there is 2 guys.
Terrifying.
Is
Oh
it
no,
like-
there's 2 of him.
One
Is it
step
like-
closer to 5 guys.
I think the intent of this is to basically be mirror image.
I just think there's another guy now.
Okay.
I just think that's funny. Tyler, you cool controlling 2 guys.
Yeah. No, this will be funny. So,
God.
just for sake of flavor, Guy 1 is thoroughly engaged in stupid fucking soliloquy with his goddamn good luck charm. All I'm saying here is that you're acutely aware of the existence of parasitic gummy worms. What other sort of manner of arcane knowledge are you in possession of that you're not willing to share with me? No wonder this goo tasted so good. Then across the way, probably not far from him, popping into existence is... Hey, other me! Over here! Huh? Oh god, I knew it! My doppelganger theory does have merit to stand on!
Oh no.
I didn't even
Focus,
think of that.
dum-dum!
I'm gonna sob.
Giant worm! It's time for survival instinct to kick in!
I'm +0.
Well, what did you
Baby
roll?
girl. It's a 14 to the chat.
It is?
I love you. You're so cool. And but it's in there.
No, that was your deck save.
Oh, what? Okay.
We rolled a dex
I'm like
save.
all over the place. Okay,
Yes,
I will re-roll again. I got a
No, you're
15.
okay.
15 initiative.
That's
There we
better.
go.
That's better.
Yes,
Slightly
I got one better.
Improvement.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. I was just like, wait.
You're good. No worries.
But yes, Tyler, back to you, as it is your turn. Twice, I guess.
Okay. I guess I will just keep account for an existence of a second guy in the initiative order.
I think for sake of balance, other guy acts on your turn, but can only do 1 action.
Okay.
Even if
only
that's
do-
even if it would be a multi-attack action, he just gets 1 action. you
Oh,
know?
okay. Alright. That's fair. And for the sake of fairness and balancing, do effects that kick in once per turn kick in only once, or do they kick in for both instances of Guy?
Depends on the effect.
Because I have Genie's Wrath, which makes it that the first time that I deal damage on my turn, it would be 3 fire damage.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah, okay, so multiple instances of the same effect can kick it. That is so funny. I love that. Okay, so Guy is going to use his bonus action to cast Hex. And then from there, I am going to Eldritch Gobbledygook. So, oh boy, here we go. So, first instance of Eldritch Gobbledygook is a 13. Does a 13 hit?
I did not think a 13 hits Worm. No, 13 is not hit Worm.
That's perfectly fine. We have a second beam. Does a 16 hit?
It is a gummy worm, and I forgot to balance out the AC specifically, but I would say a 16 hits. A 16 is the AC for gummied worm.
Okay.
That was literally the one thing I
16
forgot to balance.
Is the AC. That's good. That means one beam hits. So rolling damage for that now. That is going to be 12 force, 3 fire, and 1 necrotic. Then second guy goes, and in much the same fashion is just going to fire off one instance of an Eldritch Blast. So with that in mind, rolling for that. That was damage, disregard that. Yeah, an 11's not gonna hit. So, yeah, no, the party gets to bear witness as two guys, in probably rough proximity to one another, are getting into a very unfocused shouting match, where one guy seems far more focused on deciphering the intricacies and nuances and implications of a gigantic gummy worm that is roaming the desert wastelands, and the other one is trying to get him to refocus on the giant gummy worm that is devastating the wastelands.
Phoebe, you are still under the charm effect of the worm.
I was going to ask.
You wanna bite the worm.
I want to bite the worm. I can do that.
Eat the worm.
I mean, I can, and I have a bite attack.
You can bite, attack, or you can attempt to grapple onto the worm. So that you may... Either way, you're gonna cling to this worm. Is what you want to do. Then you get to make a save at the end of the turn.
At the end... okay, Phoebe's fair enough. I want to bite anyway. So I'm gonna roll to bite. That is a 17 to bite.
That hits. Phoebe, you bite onto this worm. You cling onto this worm. Roll damage.
Creature. That was it. Come on, I'm so upset. We literally said that I would have, for some reason, D&D Beyond does not remember that my unarmed strike, I have special bite damage. What do you roll typically for unarmed strike? Because I don't want to have to go into D&D Beyond right now and fiddle with stuff.
D4,
It's a D4. That's what I figured. I'm just gonna roll a D4. Cool.
You do 2 damage to the worm as you bite into it, consuming its flesh. And now I need you to roll Constitution save. As eating from big magical parasitic worm, it wants to give you parasite.
Guess what? That's a 9.
Ooh, we'll worry about that in a minute.
Poor stummy. My poor stummy
is still attached to worm. So you are... What Spirit sees is Phoebe run up to this worm, grab onto it as it's tunneling through you guys, and just start fucking going to town.
What the fuck?
Like a hamster. Phoebe, you can now
sweet, motherfucker.
roll Wisdom save to try and break
okay.
from Worm Charm.
A 13.
13 is not enough to break from Worm Charm.
I really want to eat that fucking worm.
Really want to eat
Fucking
this
delicious.
Worm. It's so... Phoebe love gummy worm.
Phoebe love gummy worm!
It is now the Vulture's Queen turn. She is not pleased at any of this. And is gonna watch as Sleepy rereads the stat block. Pog. Okay, it is included for me. she's going to pull out a big-ass fucking spear made of scrap metal and bone shards and try to stab this fucking worm. I forgot you all can see in this chat now. I need to get a new dice chat that you fuckers can't see in.
Oh wow.
Also, did it not work? No, it did. It just did it weird. Anyway, she does hit the worm. And she's gonna roll damage. She's doing this two-handed. Awesome, she does 10 damage to worm, and she's actually gonna forego her other attacks so that she can kind of dig her spear into the worm. And she kind of looks back at you guys like, well, are you gonna let it get away? Clearly her intention is to ride the worm,
Oh no!
so it can't get away. And that is her turn. Grace.
So much to consider. So much to do. So much to see.
Taking the back streets.
Right? God,
You
that was...
never know if you don't know. You never shine if you don't glow.
Hey now. We should get back to my turn.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
The fact I was able to work that in as the segue, I'm proud of that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna use one of my more common spells, one that I use quite frequently. I think I'm gonna try and use Tasha's Mind Whip in an attempt to slow it down, because it has to choose between action, bonus action, or movement. If it fails, and it needs to make an intelligence save. So let's see how good this worm's intelligence score is.
Oh yeah, worm, very smart.
Would you say that the worm's brain gets smart, but its head gets dumb?
Worm, really smart. Worm definitely don't have -5 to intelligence.
Damn.
Holy shit, it crit.
Oh my god.
Ah,
It got a 15.
15 still does not pass my spell save DC.
that's so funny!
Yes.
I think that's fucked up. I think
It's
I should be
thinking
allowed
so
my
hard.
nat 20. That's so rude of you.
It's thinking so hard.
I
this
mean,
worm.
it is thinking very hard.
Just
I
It's
don't know,
having
can you
the
crit
first
saving
thought, it's
throws? I don't think you can get crit saving throws. I think they're like, whatever the fuck. Are they?
Yeah, I'll make you a deal. I will allow you to count this saving throw as a crit. However, we pull a card because we did get a second one immediately.
Pull a card? You know what? I have something else to offer you.
Okay.
You get to lasso onto the worm.
I will accept that instead
You-
of the
you will-
usual
you will
negative.
still-
Yeah.
Yeah, you will still do your damage. I will not take your damage from you.
Okay.
Because it did still fail, so it'll take full damage. But you will get to lasso onto the worm with a magic whip and ride it.
I will instead of the actual ability, it's a last. Okay, you know what? I accept this. This is chill. I love that. Let's see what.
This is what you
the
call
damage?
collaboration chat.
Yeah, the damage is pretty decent. On 3d6, I got a 5, a 5, and a 1. So polar ends of the spectrum there. That's 11 points of damage.
Sexy.
There's 11 points of psychic damage to the worm, and I lasso it. And I will... Let's see. I have a silly. I want to do a silly. I would like to use my bonus action to use telepathic speech. And I would like to try and telepathically get into Felipe's head and just go, stop!
You need line of sight for that.
As a bonus action, choose one creature. Yes, it is within line of sight.
You cannot see Phoebe. She jumped to the other side.
That is true. Okay, cool. I mean, it was not going to be anything mechanical, so cool.
I know. But just an important thing to note is you guys are on opposite side of worm.
Mhm. Yes, I have
Anyway,
lesser than- I have
I will
lesser
do the
than
other
one.
half of our deal.
Alright, let's see what we get. Kidding me. Candy rains from the sky.
That's literally the most perfect.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
No, that's weirdly
He's driving.
appropriate, dog.
As this fight goes on, suddenly candy is raining from the hole and coming out of the worm. There's just candy everywhere. You are in a candy storm as you
Oh,
fight
no.
this giant gummy worm.
It's a category 5.
9 out of 10 dentists wouldn't recommend this.
Oh no.
Anyway, it is now Daeriel's turn.
Yay! Okay, this like thing is like huge and it's like right fucking next to me, right?
Yes.
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the worst smells in your fucking
I'm so
life?
ready.
I'm so ready. Are you so ready for the worst fucking smell ever in your goddamn life? Okay, besties, let's go. That is a 17 plus 7 on my first level inflict wounds, besties. Let's fucking go.
Are you rotting out this worm?
Yeah, and it's gonna smell so bad.
Oh no.
I told you guys, better plug your fucking nose. Daeriel is plugging her nose. Let me grab some D10s. Sorry, I am not prepped with my D10s. My
No, you're all
eternal
good,
apologies.
You're all good. This is incredible. This is a great
Okay.
session.
That is 15 points of necrotic damage to Mr. McFucker.
Sexy.
Is it the smell as horrible as I feared?
Yeah, it is a little overpowered, luckily, by the candy smell. So it's kind of like a fart on the wind, especially with how fast this thing is moving. But it is like when you smell it, because it is like just. I mean, do gummy worms even rot? I don't know.
I was kind of imagining that it kind of melts and kind of just like
Oh, like
turns into this. You know what happens when you like
sugar.
burn candy or something? That
Yeah.
kind of awful smell as it kind of like melts and disintegrates and burns. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here.
Nice that moment. Anyway. Don't worry about it. People in chat will appreciate that. But yes, and do you want to use that to, like, rip into the worm? Do you want to, like, say that your arm
Absolutely.
and it gets stuck?
Yeah, I want to just dig my fingers in. There's like it's like turning into acid around Daeriel's fingers. She's like putting her hands inside this worm. She's got gloves on.
You are in the worm. Disgusting. Any bonus action?
I'm a cleric bestie. I have no bonus action. It doesn't exist.
That's fair. Spirit.
Beautiful. I'm gonna do, sorry, I have to check order of operations. Okay. First off, Phoebe, get a bardic. Stop. He's just yelling at you to stop eating the fucking worm.
Nom, nom, nom.
And then I'm honestly gonna do a similar thing. And just as it's moving by, beginning to run, or wiggle, I guess, whatever worms do. Tunnel. I'm just gonna stand and like hold my arm out and dig my claws into it to try and get a hold of it. And also do some damage. And we are going to do an attack. And we are going to add a defensive flourish onto that as well. But I do still need to hit attack. That is a 17 on the die plus shit, I don't know, plus 6.
Plus shit.
Cool. I realized I probably should have raged first. That's fine. We'll do that later. Not that mad yet. That's the wrong dice. Where's the right dice? There it is. Okay. And then how much? That is 86. Okay. And another d6 on top of that. Beautiful. So that is a total of come on brain, do math, 12 points of damage. And I have 5 extra AC now, so my AC is temporarily 18.
Sexy.
And Phoebe gets Bardic, and that's it.
I think before we get to the worm's first turn, we're gonna get that last card pull out of the way for now. Card emoji. If you do not mind, 1d17.
I do not mind.
Just thinking we should get them over with now.
Yeah.
Rather than later. I don't want to forget.
Okay, we've used that one.
Yeah, no dupes in the same stream.
Your weapons deal an extra 5 fire damage for 1 day.
Ooh!
Well, thank God.
Here, I'm gonna pick who that applies to.
Not me. I don't use my weapons. I use spells.
Well, nice that we had a volunteer. There are already 2 guys. Chris doesn't use weapons, so it's between Phoebe and Spirit.
The rogue. Pick the melee.
I'm gonna make them roll.
Okay, what are we rolling?
Actually, you know what? Fuck you. You're not because of Darian Jackdaw, Phoebe.
You know what? Fair.
I get fire damage.
You get fire damage. I know that sounds like a wild statement out of context.
No, Darian rolled that in a different campaign. I don't get fire fists twice.
No,
That's
you
funny.
do not. Punished for Jackdaw crimes.
Unfortunate.
So eventually you'll be able to do something with that, Phoebe.
Yeah, eventually.
Because you're a bit too busy stuffing your cheeks full of worm.
Yeah.
Speaking of worm, it's -1 on the initiative tracker.
God.
So funny. Worm is going to move. It is going to continue to burrow forward. So it is now a bit further in front of Guy. Guy's gonna have to grab on this turn. It is not outpaced Guy, because Guy got a nat 20. So he kind of got to act before it. Excuse me, sorry, hiccup. I really finished tunneling. The worm is going to, at first, try to slam, and I'm gonna roll to see if that is to the left or to the right, as it is actively tunneling. So who's feeling evens, who's feeling odds?
I'll go even.
Alright, so that's team, I believe you're team right?
No,
I believe
we're
they are
Okay,
team
so
left.
team
It is
left.
just Spirit on team right.
Okay, well, and Phoebe.
And Phoebe.
So that's... Where's my D&D Beyond app? I want to use my D&D Beyond app, because I realized that some of you guys can see my rolls, because you're mods to my server now. I don't want that. No secret intel for you.
Unfortunately.
Whatever.
Sorry, I cut out for a second. Did I take damage?
Not yet.
Gotcha.
Alright. That's odd, so Phoebe, we will be seeing if you take damage.
Ooh.
Alright, rolling 2d20 to see if we can... Actually, it would just be 1d20. And then I'll just have that to hit apply to both of you.
Makes sense.
That is a 16 on the dice. This 100% hits you.
Unfortunate.
And you are going to take... I rolled good. 15 force damage is as it is tunneling, it slams to the right, kind of smushing you guys against the wall.
Ooh.
As for the other side, it is going to target Daeriel.
Hi.
With a...
I am the one actively melting it.
Yep. With a stinger attack. You see those little pieces of citric acid on it?
Okay.
Yeah, one of them's gonna get really sharp and try to stab you.
Cool.
And that is a 10 total. That does not hit.
No.
So
I am a martial. No, death clerics aren't actually martial clerics. I keep forgetting that.
But you are decidedly unstabbed. For now.
I am unstabbed.
As the worm continues to tunnel, dragging you all along with it. Alright, back to Guy. I would suggest hooking onto this worm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna more likely not make either a grapple or an acrobatics check. Maybe even just flurry of blows, just to really sink my fists into it. Both of my fists. All 4 of them. Guy is going to break into a sprint. Both guys are going to break into sprints. Hey, over me! Over me! I'm the original! Whatever! Point is, do you happen to have any theories on the candy rain thing? You know what? Shockingly, actually, no! See? And this is where we differ! And I'm going to make an unarmed strike.
Amazing.
I love you, Guy.
Okay, so... unarmed strike, please! Please put the... That's a natural 20. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my god, insane.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll for unarmed strike damage on that first hit, just because it's a crit. And that is going to be 9 bludgeoning damage, and because of the crit, we're going to be doubling hex damage too. So I'll roll that twice. And that's just one roll of the die. Why did I roll that twice? So it's 9 bludgeoning damage, 10 necrotic damage, 6 fire damage, and now I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Alright.
So that's me expending 1 key point for 2 more unarmed strikes. So unarmed strike 1 is an unnatural 20, which that would hit, and then the second unarmed strike is a 18, which I know hits, so I will roll damage for you now.
Yes.
Okay, so first hit is 7 bludgeoning damage and 2 necrotic damage. Third hit is... What did I... No, it's not. Jesus. I wasted a good roll for that. Third hit is 5 bludgeoning damage and 4 necrotic damage. Now we move on to second guy's turn. See? That's how you deal with a worm, buddy. None of this hocus pocus bullshit. You sink your hands deep into that meaty, gummy center, and you get in there with the full force of genie-powered strikes. Genie-powered? Buddy! Those are some flesh and bone hands you got there. And then the second guy is going to... I guess we're just going to follow up on that for the funny. More unarmed strikes.
I was gonna ask, is he powered by G Fuel?
We'll say
that's where you were going with that.
we'll say the guy in this instance. Actually, they're identical. The second guy is going to reach for his mason jar full of worm jelly, shoves a fistful in his mouth, and sprints after the worm. I wish I didn't waste that last good roll when I was accidentally rolling damage.
I will say, other guy will need to make the wisdom save to see if he succumbs to the goo poisoning, the goo charm.
You know what? That's fine. Hold on.
That's funny.
That's an 18.
He is fine. He is not charmed by the goo.
He's gonna rush after the worm and first guy, and we're just gonna do the same thing that we did last turn. We're just gonna do an unarmed strike. So it's a +6. There's a 10, so it's not gonna hit. So the guy is left in the dust.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He will be 30 feet behind the worm.
See? I knew you were full of shit. You know why? You had no theories on the candy rain, and you had nothing to say about the gummy worm we're fighting. You're a fake theorist if I've ever seen one, pal.
God.
Oh no, the guys are fighting.
Things heating up in guy fandom.
I also love, I know it wasn't intentional, but I love that you started speaking in multiple person. You started saying, we're just gonna do this. Weird. And I'm like, yes, because there are many guy.
So funny. I will say for the flavor, just because he wouldn't have seen it, Spirit, you look behind you, and you do see another guy getting left in the dust. You thought you heard two of him.
What the fuck? I thought he was just talking really fast. He talks to himself enough, I didn't think that was anything weird. Why are there two of them?
Foidi. I'm gonna change what the parasite does, because, you guys... I give this thing extra hit points and you're still burning through it. Pun intended.
Fuck me up.
Foidi, I'm gonna give you the chance to... I need you to roll me a wisdom save. Because
Okay.
now you got a worm in your tummy?
Stomach ache. That's a 16.
It's a 16. That is a pass. I'm so mad. The worm was trying to take over your brain.
That would have been funny.
Would've
I
been
mean, it's
funny.
good that it didn't, but it would have been funny.
Funny gummy worm. You are, however, still compelled to eat. That was just to take over your brain.
Brain okay for now.
For now. So roll to bite.
Yeah.
As you can now only take the bite action. That part stays consistent.
That's a 14 to bite.
14 does not hit. You are
I'm jostled.
gnawing.
You do have a bardic.
Oh my god, I could bardic to eat.
You could bardic to eat, you could also bardic to save.
I should bardic to save. I'll bardic to save.
It would be funny if you bardic to eat, though.
It would be really funny if I
I
bardic.
will say, if you bardic to eat, does the fire damage apply to the bite?
Yeah, I'm not boring.
Because that would be funny.
Oh, that's funny. Then I'll bardic to eat. So what's your bardic currently?
A d6.
A d6, and I add it to the 14 then?
You just need at least a 2.
I rolled a 4.
You bite.
I bite.
With
Unarmed
extra
strike.
fiery bite.
Spicy.
Oh, that's a 1. I rolled a 1.
But that's plus the 5 fire damage, right?
Plus the 5, so it's a 6, yes. But I rolled a 1 on the d4, which is really funny.
You get a new face full of sugar, and it is now like dribbling down your face because it's melty, gooey, sticky. Phoebe, you are coated in goo.
Lost in the
How are your
sauce.
making? You are in the sauce. It's some Willy Wonka ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
You may now roll that wisdom save to see if you can break the worm charm.
Oh, I definitely don't. Total of 7.
I am so sorry, Bubbly. The Bardic, if it makes you feel better, the Bardic wouldn't have saved you.
The bardic would not have saved me, so like I don't feel bad about biting it.
I'm so sorry. I did not expect you to get perma stuck in charm though. That's really funny.
No, here, you know how we were talking about D&D pet peeves earlier?
Yeah.
This is one of mine that doesn't actually matter. I get frustrated when I'm like, oh, you got like stun locked into a situation? Flavor the shit out of that, bestie. If you can't do shit, make it silly. Make it RP. This, I'm thriving.
Well,
I'm gonna get covered in
getting a
goo.
lot of flavor.
I'm getting.
Yeah.
I am
Too much flavor.
so much flavor. This is so fun for me. I'm just like, man, it'll be funny if I break out in the middle of the fight. It'll also be funny if I bang my head after the fight and they have to deal with me covered in goo.
Alright, it is now the Vulture's Queen turn. Yeah, I said that right. Fucking
Close enough.
whiffed the first attack. Holy shit. Roll a 4 on the dice. Girl, you
Come on,
are
girl.
literally in it. Second attack hits. Thank you, baby girl. She continues to stab into the gummy worm, dealing 9 damage to it. She kind of has to stop there, because she beefed her first multi-attack, and then she hit the second one, but now she has to use the third one to stay tied down, essentially. Chris, you are lassoed.
Yep. So, question about the way that the staying on thing is. So the Vulture Queen has multiple attacks. I do not. Do I need to use my action to keep on the worm?
Basically, just don't beef it. Just don't beef it, and I won't punish you.
Okay.
If you beef it in a funny way, though, you will get left in the dust.
Okay. That was what I wanted to know. That's all I needed. A new thing? I think we wait on the new thing. How good's the wisdom of this worm?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'll find out. I'm gonna use Mind Spike.
What does that do?
It's a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, they take 3d8 psychic damage, half as much on a success. On a fail, you always know their location until the spell ends.
Alright. Good shit. You're thinking with
Good.
worms.
Good for wrangling.
Wrangling.
And because I'm a sorcerer, I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to quicken spell this to make it a bonus action. Excellent. So that's gonna be... I rolled the cantrip damage instead. I was wondering why it's suddenly got so much smaller. I hit Mind Sliver, not Mind Spike. Here's Mind Spike. 8 through 2. So that's 13 points of psychic damage.
Alright.
And since that was my bonus action, I can only do a cantrip. But I have a cantrip. I'm going to actually use Mind Sliver now. So now it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh god,
Wait.
Bessie.
What was the first one? Mind Sliver versus
Spike.
Mind Spike.
Mind Spike.
Any quick
Sorry, I'm
spell
just
then.
like trying to like remember things.
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? -1.
Oh, that's funny.
Save me.
That's 7 points of damage. And they must subtract a d4 from the next saving throw they make.
Oh, fun. Oh, I can work with that.
Well, if you would like to work with it, Daeriel, it's your turn.
Oh,
Chris is
fantastic.
just staying on the lasso and barraging with psychic attacks on this worm.
For flavor, I don't know if... Actually, this is probably a good tactical move. Daeriel is going to start to climb. She's going to try and get kind of like more on top so she does not get slammed.
Makes sense.
I'd like to imagine, this does not have dealing damage, but I like to imagine that she's still got the kind of the acidy goop on her finger, so she's just like digging in and then putting each hand in and climbing up agonizingly that way.
Yeah.
Girl, you have wings.
I do have wings, but this is cooler.
Fair.
Fuck you.
Ariel is a girl boss. She
I
does
am
what
a
she
girl
wants.
boss, and it's time for every cleric's best spell. I'm joking. It's time to make a wisdom saving throw because I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians at 3rd level. That is 3d8 radiant. Just so you know.
On top of the worm. I'm gonna bodily harm you.
Mwah.
It rolled a 19, but that's a 19 minus 1, which is an 18 minus a d4 is 3. 15.
Meets it beats. My DC is 15.
Oh my god.
You still take half, bestie.
That's
Don't,
fair.
You're not out of the woods.
That's fair. I'm honestly just surprised the worm rolled so good.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to make it at the start of each of his turns, too. Okay. So that's 16 I rolled an 8, a 7, and a 1. 16, half to 8 radiant damage.
Alright. You have all officially bloodied the worm, by the way.
Oh, fun.
Which is insane that you all have done it so fast. Fuck you.
Bite damage coming in clutch.
I blame the fact that I rolled like shit initiative. Anyway, you do not have bonus actions from my understanding.
Yeah, I'm a cleric.
Spirit. Phoebe is chowing the fuck down. You see Daeriel on top of the worm.
Beautiful. I'm gonna follow suit and also climb up a little bit. We're gonna rage this time. We're getting angry at this worm. And I'm gonna climb it, and continue to dig? Is that the right term? Sure. We'll go with that. God, if I could stop rolling like fucking ass. Wait, do I have advantage on this because of rage if I read my stuff?
If you reckless attack, that'll give the worm advantage.
If I
on-
reckless? Where's
You have
reckless?
Do you have reckless?
I don't think I have. Where is it?
Is that a
I
level
don't see it on
thing?
my stuff. I'm only level 2,
Oh wait.
so I don't.
When the
Unless
fuck-
I'm
I
blind
feel like
and
you
don't
should
see
have
it.
reckless.
I feel like I probably should.
I'm pulling up barbarian right now.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm also doing that.
I know you don't play a lot of barbs.
Reckless is
I
Look at that
don't.
Second level. Second level.
Okay, I don't see it on D&D Beyond for whatever reason, unless it's in a weird spot. But yes, I will.
It
I was
should
gonna
be
say,
on
I'm
the
like, I
features
remember.
and traits, I think.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, there it is. I just glossed over it somehow. Cool. So we are gonna reckless. God, I'm still rolling like ass, but that is better technically. That is a 16 to hit.
Beats it beats.
I'll take it.
Hurt that worm.
I'm gonna hurt the worm. Okay. No, I don't. Sorry, reading through all of my shit. Well, hey, that's max on the dice. So that is a total of 15 claw damage. Yes.
Did you add your rage bonus?
I did add my rage bonus.
Good boy. I'm sorry, I was weird.
No, it's okay. But there we go. That's it.
That's it? Alright. It is Worm turn. Worm now needs to roll a d4 to see what the fuck it's slamming into, because there's now top.
It also needs to make a wisdom save.
Needs to make a
Mwah.
wisdom save. Well, it rolled a 3, so it is hurting top crew. Or it's gonna try to slam top crew. I'm gonna make that wisdom save roll, though. That's a fail. That's a 10 on the dice.
That's another 12 radiant damage.
Alright. It's gonna do this slam, and then something cool is gonna happen. So it is gonna try to, how the fuck did I roll slam last time?
You did 50-50, and you did even odds. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Yes, that is what I did. But now I'm suddenly can't remember if I rolled to hit, or if I made you guys roll a save. My brain is
You
turned off.
rolled to hit us.
I did roll to hit, thank you.
I will also
so
say,
sorry.
it has advantage on hitting me specifically. Don't know how that works in this situation.
I'm gonna be mean and say it has advantage on both of you. It already rolled a 50
Oh.
on the dice, so you're both getting hit no matter what. But let me check for the
Um,
crit.
I'm sorry, Daryl.
Wait. It does not hit me. Our AC is 16.
I said it rolled 15 on the dice.
Oh, okay.
Without
Thought you said
modifier. So it hits you both, but it did not get the nat 20, sadly. So you are both going to take 5 damage, as I can't roll to save my fucking life this session.
I'm so sorry.
However,
Spirit's not looking good, though, I will say.
I do
However-
make the con save.
yes. Make the
Well,
con-
barely. I rolled an 11, but yes.
Oh, sorry, I was confused.
For
However,
concentration.
as you all have been doing this fight, the worm bursts through another wall and into a big empty room. It almost looks like it was a part of an old temple, and I do need you all to roll to hang on to the worm.
Okay, for sure.
Or you'll get knocked off. But basically you have entered into the boss arena.
Got you.
Right?
2 questions.
Yes.
1, that instance of 5 damage dealt from the worm in attacking Chris and Daeriel. Guy was included in that.
Are you on top of the worm?
I'm on the worm. Because
Yes, but you're not in the part where it was slamming. Or I guess you would be. You're in the back of the worm.
It's your call. There was no explicit statement of where I was.
I'm gonna say you're good.
Okay. And then second instance, what are we rolling to hang on?
You're gonna be rolling a dex save as basically, it is slamming into, it is words. Jesus goodness gracious me.
It's slamming into the boss arena?
It's slamming into the boss arena.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is a 15. Is there anything I can add to that? No, unless I want to roll a lucky, but I only have 1 point of lucky left, so.
Let me roll.
That's a 15.
3.
Oh no.
Bleh. Yeet the Chris.
It was my turn on the nat one, Sleepy.
That's okay. Put all your rolls in chat. Helps me.
We've done so.
Wow.
We're on top of it.
Only Chris failed. That's real funny.
Yeah, that sounds.
No.
That's a classic Chris moment.
Everyone continues to hold on to the worm. As Chris gets flung off, Chris, you do take 3 damage.
Slow.
Just 3 damage.
Oh. Okay.
However,
slow, sad recorder version of My Heart Will Go On plays.
However, you have now given the worm an easy target.
Ah.
And boy howdy, are you... you may be colorless to this worm, but it's gonna try to eat you.
Okay. I am still the ice cream boy.
Are they actually colorblind?
It's the pink purple color line.
What? It's color? I guess.
Guy was right.
For the...
Guy was right.
Anyway, I do think a 17 hits Chrysanthemum.
Yes, it does.
Incredible. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Again, I know
Okay.
I keep making you make so many saves.
This is the save combat.
Content. Do what must be done, Sleepy Sheepy.
Well, first you take 11 more damage, and then you get swallowed by the worm.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
You...
I take it that the fact that I still have 15 hit points does not matter to being swallowed.
That's what the dex save was for.
I see. Well, later.
You all hang on to this worm for dear life as you watch as Chris gets fucking glorped.
Well.
And now's a great time to tell you all, the worm has 1 more attack. The worm has 3 attacks, so it's now going to try to stab, eeny, meeny, miny spirit again.
Okay.
It has advantage.
It's true, it does have advantage.
And you're so submissive and stabbable.
Sure.
What?
That is a stab. It rolled a 16 on the dice. I love when
Yeah,
the
that'll
numbers are
hit.
just high enough where I don't have to do math.
Mhm.
Sure.
That is good.
9 piercing damage as the
Oh boy.
citric acid spike stabs into you.
Oop.
Piercing damage.
I may be at 3 hit points.
Ouchies.
Oh wait, no, I'm raging. That's not. It's less than that. I forgot about the
The have.
Yeah, so
Half of
I would
9
only
is still
be
5.
still 5. So still 6 if my math is correct. Still at 6 hit points. Still not great.
Martial guy, you're in a big boss arena. Spirit is dying. Chris just got vored. You are on a worm. What do you do?
Right. Time for survival instinct to start kicking in. I can't let my friends die when I'm fighting a big gummy worm. Certainly doesn't help that the other me isn't here to lend me a hand when I need it most.
The other
Some survival expert you turned out to be, pal. Maybe that mumbo-jumbo bullshit you were going off about with genie magic isn't gonna be the thing that saves your friends. And the guy is going to make an unarmed strike. That's an 8.
That does not hit the way
So
room.
that's a no. That's not gonna work. But I'm expending my last key point for a bonus action unarmed strike.
Let's go.
That's a 24.
That
So
hits.
Nice.
that'll
my
hit.
god.
That'll work. Okay, let's roll damage for that real quick. That is, wow, that's abysmal. That is 4 bludgeoning, 3 fire, and I gotta roll hex. 1 necrotic.
Incredible. Anything else?
No. That's the last of my
Alrighty.
key points, unfortunately.
Don't worry, Worm's not doing great. Phoebe.
Hey, bestie, what do you want first?
Bite.
Do I have? I was gonna say my biting first. Cool.
You do need to roll the fight of. I do apologize. This really is the fight of just make 1 bajillion
I
saves.
love rolling dice. I love rolling dice. What am I rolling?
Another wisdom save to see if Worm can possess your brain.
21. Not a nat 20.
You are unpossessed.
I am unpossessed. We love to see it. Anyway.
Well, you're unpossessed in the sense that you're not trying
Stummy
to kill
hurt.
your homies. Stummy hurt.
Now I bite.
Now you bite.
11.
11 does not hit you. Your mouth does not pierce through the gummy flesh, and you're so sad. You just lick
Despair.
sadly.
That's an awful image.
Now you roll.
Now I roll another whiz save. Unnatural 20.
You are finally free. As you are sadly lapping at the gummy worm, you realize that your stomach hurts. And Chris is missing. Wow, what the, you feel like you have a million cavities.
Oh, you got that
It's-
like when you've eaten too much sugar, you got that like you can feel it on your
Mhm.
teeth, you know, that
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Mhm.
She makes sad face, stick tongue out because stummy hurt. Oh, you know what she's got? She's got I'm gonna fucking die disease. Tummy hurt a bit too much for a bit too long.
So true.
So
So funny.
It's one of my favorite posts of all time.
It is a good post. It is now the Vulture's Queen turn, who is going to jump off of the worm so that she can now use all 3 of her attacks. We love to see a girl boss winning.
So true.
we
No.
do.
And she immediately beefs it on her first spear attack.
Oh dear.
Immediately beefs it on the second spear attack.
Come on.
That might hit. And hits with the claw attack.
Let's go.
Fucking based, baby girl. You've got to do something this turn, even though it's your weakest fucking attack. It takes 6 damage as she digs her claws into it. You're so helpful, baby girl.
She's trying so hard.
She's trying.
She's doing her best.
Chris, you're getting bored.
Yep.
Uh,
Is that my turn?
you are blinded and restrained.
Does he take a bunch of damage at the start of his turn?
Does he?
I thought usually you do when you're
he does.
nommed.
He
You take like a fuck
does.
ton of damage.
He is gonna take a good chunk of damage. I will give you 1 action, as I think this is going to down Chris. I will be kind, mostly because I don't think you'll hit the damage threshold to get this thing to barf you up.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, shit, Chris. You want to...
So you feel the attack fire side attack is over. So I have like double disadvantage, by the way, just for your knowledge.
Yeah.
Like you have double advantage to hit me, both from blinded and restrained. Both of those
Well,
together
it's just-
literally
it's
give you
just
2
base.
instances. No,
Base
yeah, I know.
sucks.
It's just funny. Yeah, it was just funny to consider. I have one idea, and I feel like it's not fair, so you can veto it, but it is my I have to try and live play.
Mm-hmm.
I have gaseous form as an Aethero on level 5. So I can just turn into gas.
You could turn into gas.
While in this form, the target's only method of movement is a flying speed of 10 feet. The target can occupy and enter the space of another creature, has a resistance to non-magical damage, and has advantage on strength, dex, and con
You would
saving
be
throws.
occupying the space of another creature if you are.
It
Yeah.
says can. It says can.
Oh, can.
Can enter and occupy the
You
space
would
of another
become
creature.
a fart.
Yeah, the target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces. The target can't fall and remains hovering in the air even when stunned or otherwise incapacitated. While in this form of a mist cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any objects it was carrying or holding cannot be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with. The target cannot attack or cast spells.
Would be full of worm acid, however. So you know what? You know what?
Hmm.
You know what, soldier? We're gonna have a good old roll off. How
Okay,
y'all feel about that?
that's fun.
We're gonna see what acts first. The gullet of this worm, or the cut of your jib. We're gonna do this in a public space so no one knows that we're cheating. Go into the dice chat of my server. We're both gonna roll a
Ali.
flat d20.
You got it. It's
So load that up.
plus. It's exclamation mark R space
Nope.
D20, right?
Exclamation point roll space d20.
No?
Now someone give us a countdown. 3, 2, 1,
Three.
go.
2, 1, go!
Are you kidding me?
You're not in the public chat.
I went
That-
to the one with all the dice rolls.
Yeah, because it's my. You gotta do it in the public.
I'm
gonna-
stupid. Okay, I could do it again. I'm sorry. I stupid.
It's okay. You're not stupid. You're silly.
You want me to just hit the button in there, or do you
Hit the
want to just do it?
button.
Okay.
You still live. You are barely able. But I am going to punish you by putting you with 1 hit point.
I respect that. I am at 1 hit point.
You're at 1
I
hit
cannot-
point, but you are a fart.
I also cannot do anything. I revoke my ability to take actions or cast spells, but I'm alive at 1 hit point stably in Worm.
In a worm. You are a worm fart.
Yep.
You will not roll that saves.
I think that's fair. Handshake?
Handshake.
Handshake.
That was very like I wanted to do something clever and I just got that, so like I was fully prepared for it. You don't get it in time, so this is chill. I have Mario game bubbled. I am
You really did. That is really what you did.
Exactly what you did.
Daeriel, you, however, are not aware that Chris is in a Mario bubble.
I cannot see it, so we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna do our job as the fucking Death Cleric. We're just gonna be cool. we're just gonna be great. And how does my channel divinity work again? I gotta hit it with a melee attack. And inflict wounds is a melee spell attack. Sounds like I'm having a great time. That is an
I may or may
18
not
plus
be
7 to hit.
Willing to let that work.
That is how it works.
Oh, that
Melee
is how
spell
it
attack
works?
is a melee attack.
Never mind. I'm oblivious.
I am going to just do this. I should have declared this beforehand. I was intending to do second level. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot my etiquette.
Yeah, good baby girl.
Apologies. I am going to spend my channel divinity as well, which means there is a flat 15 damage added to this roll. That is 5, 15, 20, 35 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ. That's, yeah. Big hurt. Big hurt.
Eee.
Still alive, but big hurt. Spirit.
Let me check off that. Yeah. No, that's not the thing.
Oh, wait.
Where's the thing?
You're not done?
No, I am done.
Oh, okay.
I just was trying to click off my channel divinity so that it was clear that I had used it and I couldn't find the clicky button.
Oh, yeah. Juno.
Wonderful. Just how is the worm looking?
Not great comparatively. Still a good chunk of health, but like another round of you guys still doing mad damage, especially now that Phoebe can stab again. I do not see this worm lasting long.
Worm goes after me, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. I am gonna heal myself then, which means I have to come out of my rage to do so. But I'm at 6 hit points, not feeling great about that. So I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself. I'll do it at second level, so that's 2d4. I need another d4. Where's another d4? That's a d8. Where are my freaking d4s? Triangle, come here. There. Cool. I get 2 hit points.
That's impressive.
I rolled 2 ones.
2 points.
2 hit point. Great. And you know what? I'll give another bardic to Phoebe because you're gonna stab.
I'm gonna stab.
You're gonna stab so good. You got this.
It is now.
Anyway, that's it. That's my turn.
It is now Worm turn. Worm has to make a wisdom save, correct?
It does, bestie. I'm still concentrating.
Achoo! That's an unnatural one.
Yeah, that fails.
Yeah.
Ooh, 17 radiant damage.
Oh, yeah. I think this might be the worm's last turn unless y'all real beef it next round.
I still got spell slots.
That's what we got you here for, Daeriel, our little murder machine.
She loves
I am a
murder.
death cleric.
She loves murder. Worm is now going to try to vor the Vulture Queen.
Yum.
As it just had a delicious, tasty snack. I would like to have another delicious, tasty snack. Ooh, that definitely hits. She's gonna take the big damage. Ba-ba-ba. Except I rolled like ass. I didn't roll like ass for Chris. I'm so sorry, Chris. She takes the 9, and now she needs to make a dexterity saving throw. You only have a +2 to that, baby girl. Ooh, and the Vulture Queen gets bored.
Oh no.
You watch as she gets fucking schlorped up. The worm, however, did get its 1 schlorp a turn, but it's still going to try to bite Guy, who's at the end of its tail. This is a bit of a risky maneuver, however, considering you're on its ass. Guy, There's an
Yeah.
unnatural 20 hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. Worm is biting you.
Okay.
You take 7 damage. That should have been more, but my dice hate me.
Alright.
As it bites into you. And
Yeah.
finally, Daeriel.
Yep.
It is once again going to try to stab you with its fucking sulfuric acid.
I gotta
Not
make the con
acid.
save
Uh,
to maintain concentration.
yeah. Ooh, that definitely hits. Is your fucking 21? But that is its weakest attack. So Daryl, you take.
Okay.
But I rolled better, 8 damage as it stabs you.
8 damage. I still gotta do a DC 10 con save. That is a 12. Plus 2, but 14. So, we're
You are
good.
thriving.
Sorry, that was 12 damage, you said?
No, 8.
8.
You rolled.
I rolled a
12.
12. God damn it. I'm so smart. I'm so clever, y'all.
You got me for a second with that.
Yeah,
Guy,
Yeah,
Okay,
I
good
just
thing
want
I
to take
had,
more damage.
Good thing I had advantage on that. I maintained concentration on hacks. I got a 15.
Yippee! But Guy, your turn.
All right. Okay, well, I've got my ham hocks currently fucking lodged in this goddamn gummy worm, so I might as well just keep going at it. Because if I didn't, it means I'd have to disengage. So here we go. More unarmed strikes. And I still have 1 point of lucky, so I'm praying to God this deals as much damage as it possibly can. That's a 23, which I know is gonna hit. So we're gonna go for the punch, which is gonna deal. That's max. So that's 9 bludgeoning, 3 fire, and rolling for hex real quick. 4 necrotic.
Hell yeah. Worm's not looking good. Other guy is running up from the back, but he is too far.
I was about to say, like, I know we didn't touch on other guy last round, but, like, rightfully so, he was quite far away. And even if
He's
I've got
coming.
Eldritch Gobbledygook range of 120 feet, I don't think that's gonna make it.
I'll let you try, but he's very
Okay.
far away.
Alright.
For the funny.
For the funny. Hey, up me! Oh, look who decided to finally show up when I'm 2 fish deep in a gummy worm!
Maybe don't phrase it like that, guy.
How do you phrase it? I can't hear from all the way over here. I'm approximately at least 120 feet away. It's a, you know what, other guy, for the funny, is going to burn the other point of lucky that I have. Because that was only a 13 to hit. So rolling the other lucky, is that any better? No, that's in fact worse.
Unfortunate.
You missed! You call yourself a survival expert? You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn!
Oh my god.
Why are the guys so mean to each other? It's so funny.
Phoebe.
Hi, so I'm awake now. Do I still have to roll for possess?
No.
Because I ate worm.
It is now trying to infect you with stummy worm. Roll con
Cool.
save, and if you fail, then ouchie time.
Tummy hurt. Oh yeah, tummy hurt real bad. That's an 8 on the con save.
Oh my god, I rolled almost max. You take 10 damage.
Hey, Sleepy, would you believe me if I'm at 1 hit point?
Oh my
That's
god.
Oh god.
incredible.
Phoebe looks like she's about to throw up and faint at the same time.
You have stummy hurt disease so bad.
Phoebe literally has I'm gonna fucking die disease. But she is on the worm. And she remembers that she has a much better to hit and damage bonus with her rapier than with her teeth. So I'm gonna roll that. Sleepy Sheepy, would you believe me if I rolled a nat 20?
Oh my
I
god.
Oh, hell yeah.
Foedy.
Let's go.
That's a 27 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And you have sneak attack. You have allies within range.
And you still have a
Alright.
bardic.
Well, Bardic doesn't add to
Alright.
damage, but it is nice to have.
Oh, true. Sorry, my brain is not fully here.
So without sneak
the one.
attack, that's a total of 8 on the crit because it makes me roll 2 separate dice on D&D Beyond, and I roll like shit.
But remember, you also crit with your sneak attack.
Yeah, my sneak is 3d6. Cool, my sneak.
So that would
That's
be
12.
66.
So do you want me to hit it again, or do you want me to double it?
Hit it again. So what was the first
Hit it
number?
again. Okay. Currently we're at, that was 12 sneak damage, so we're at 20 damage total. Add another 12 from sneak, so that is now 32 damage.
You literally did one above its max. Phoebe, how would you
can't-
like to do this?
I can't. There. She breaks out. She's about to die, you guys.
Would you like
Oh
to
my
not
God.
kill the worm?
I mean, no, I should kill the worm so it doesn't kill me or my friends. I'm just astounded that she woke up and through the stomach hurt disease said, "You're going down with me." It's just so funny. I just wasn't expecting so much damage because I wasn't supposed to crit. You know what? I'm describing it dramatically. It doesn't actually look dramatic. It looks like a death march. Using nothing but her bare hands, climbs to the top of the worm. Sways a little bit, looks like she might throw up. And then it's not clear if it's a stab down or if it is just falling forward onto the rapier. You know the thing that they do with big monsters in movies where they slam, like, into the brain, like, on the top of the head? She
Mhm.
does presumably that, but it's not clear if she's actually meaning to or if she's just like this, and this is where I, Jace Arcane, put
Oh
my
my
hammer.
God.
Oh my god.
And she just stabs into the top of its head and collapses against her sword.
You collapse, and the worm collapses with you, ending its fucking life. That was incredible.
Don't worry about the arcane spoilers.
It's
out
not
of
real.
context. Oh my god.
I realized I have not been streaming the music for you guys. That's such a shame. We had a banger. We were playing High
Unfortunate.
Noon Hoopla. But now we're playing
Ah, I see.
Waterfall. The worm falls, and as it falls, you watch as the Vulture Queen crawls out, looking horrified. I didn't see your friend in there.
What?
Hmm?
Little one. And she's about to go back in. Chris, do you reveal yourself? Do you float out of the worm?
After a bit, like, I imagine it's like kind of a journey to float all the way through the worm.
Right as the Vulture
It's fine.
Queen's getting ready to cut back into this thing, you just float out, and she
It's just-
screams and tries to stab at you for a second.
I imagine it's just like this little wispy of like pink and purple and gray that just kind of comes out the mouth of the worm.
That's...
It does not say anything, it just floats there.
Oh god! Crush is a ghost! Wait!
This has always been a ghost guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he like kind of always was. I thought the whole little like wispy things.
Double ghost!
I don't know how that's really like possible. Unless he is like for real actually dead. Are you for real actually dead, or is this like some sort of weird magic, or is that not like Chris at all?
The thing just poofs and Chris just falls onto the floor.
Oh, see, not dead.
I managed to save myself, yes.
Double dead
Fantastic.
and undead! Wow, you really can do it all, buddy!
I think Daeriel snorts that one.
Congratulations on slaying the worm. I narrowly avoided stomach citric acid.
That's nice.
You feel a rumble as the worm gets back up, but immediately bails. Like, it's turning tail and running. And the Vulture Queen kind of puts a hand up. Don't go after it. I think it'll know not to come around these parts for a good long while.
Is it
Long
like
enough
functionally?
to last us a few lifetimes at least.
Is it functionally immortal?
It's a... You have a trophy, a notch on your belt that not many can say they do. That thing is just a part of the landscape. Doesn't matter how many times people have tried to kill it, it always gets back up. I heard it's not even the first one. But that's a mark of pride. People don't joke about killing the worm. You can kind of tell when you look at someone. So, if you're ever in the area, feel free to levy that.
Will do.
Duly noted.
Finally, the saving grace for my reputation. Killing a gummy worm.
Guy, as you say
Yeah,
that,
the most noble of heroic quests.
you realize this place looks familiar.
Guy, in the midst of probably gathering his things, for the sake of the bit, I'm going to say that other guy makes an appearance, but at this point, it's definitely plausible that he's dissipating back into the ether from whence he came.
He's just kind of
Other guy places a hand on Guy's shoulder. Buddy, before I go, I've got one last important thing to tell you. Oh yeah, come on, Mr. Survival Instinct. Remind me to your contributions for the ongoing conflict against the gummy worm. This is important, Guy. You'll want to listen. The secret to reviving Kyobi is... And he dissipates.
Actually, before he gets the chance to dissipate, a shot of blue energy cuts through him.
Oh, come on! Do you know how long I've been waiting to figure this one out? She's been nothing but tight-lipped about it the whole time. And now my one opportunity as an answer is dissipating into blue light beams? Who shot it?
You hear another shot being charged, and a voice just goes, "Shut your fucking mouth." As standing by a statue in the end of the room is a woman who looks a lot like you. Well, woman, hand wave. Hey, Guy, that's Pops. Annie Pops. Your cousin. With, you know, Caitlin's rifle from Arcane?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the railgun, but made of scrap, essentially.
Hey, hold on a tick! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Guy raises his hands in mock surrender. He doesn't recognize who it is as of this point in time.
You
buddy, I don't know who you are, or why it is you're firing shots at me. But after the afternoon me and my friends have had, I think the last thing that I need is... And he kind of pulls down his goggles like he's raring up for something.
Shut the fuck up. And stop talking with his voice, undead scum.
Undead scum! Look, I'll have you know that I was reborn for a damn good reason.
That you hear the sniper shot. The charge up again. As he pulls out this little blue crystal and replaces the shot that was in there previously. Give me one good reason why I don't put another one of these through your head.
At this point, Guy kind of adjusts his goggles back up over his head. He's squinting a little bit. He's one step after another, kind of getting closer to this person. Hold on a second. I recognize that voice. Is it really you? Because, truth be told, I have plausible deniability in the way of crackpot conspiracy theories to believe that you are anyone else besides the person that you claim to be. But if it's really you, it's really me.
There's a moment of hesitation, of being conflicted, and the shot goes wide. And they just run off. He just runs off.
Hey, come on, get back here! I'm not finished talking yet! We got a whole lot of catching up to do, and sure, I'm a little late to the party for showing up for family reunions, but come on, not like this! Damn it!
Guy, as you chase after her, you see that what you just ran up to is a collection of flowers and long melted candles and a photo of a younger you. There's supplies, clear stains for where drinks were poured out for you. It's an offering to something that's
Guy goes stark white. Probably. Initially, it looks like he's crouching down, just kind of inspecting everything over. And his whole body kind of slumps in on itself. His crouched position kind of dropping down to him sliding over on his knees. You can see he kind of runs a hand through his hair a little bit as he's looking everything over. And he's just stammering. Almost on the verge of kind of a panicky hyperventilation as his eyes dart between flowers, the photo frame, the stains from drink offerings. He can't properly formulate a sentence in this moment. Probably picks up the picture frame and kind of rubs his thumb across it. I'm assuming there's a fairly thick layer of dusk over the glass frame.
Some of it
probably a little
was about to be wiped off. You see the fingerprint.
Yeah. What happened to you, man? He lets his head drop.
And of course, this is all in front of a statue that's becoming more and more familiar the more you stare at it. Though she's crumbled and barely recognizable. It's your last known location, after all. If you look up...
Man, I have just the worst fucking luck when it comes to this stuff, don't I? And kind of looks back at everyone else. This is the place, wasn't it? Starting to come together, but... God, how long have I been away? Maybe not this guy, but, kind of turns around the picture frame a little bit. This guy.
A while, it seems like, at least.
At this point, Guy kind of fishes through the contents of his pocket and pulls out the good luck charm. This is where it all started, didn't it? Our first go around, the end of one life, the start of another. Well, look where that got us. Kinda. Mind you, the statue is, to my understanding, like you said, it's faded, it's crumbling.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hooks the amulet around what remains of the upper torso of the statue. Home sweet home. Sorry I haven't made much in the way of progress of putting you back together, I guess. It's hard to get people to believe you when they, when all the things you're saying sound like crackpot theories.
Believe in what?
One more time, I'm so sorry, you cut out a little bit there.
Believe in what?
Guy kind of turns back towards everyone else, hand running through his hair, kind of gripping and pulling at some of the, longer, fluffier bits. The amulet. It's not just a fancy doohickey I can use to fire off eldritch gobbledygooks. It houses a pretty important lady. Not sure how much the lot of you are brushed up on your ancient deities, but, my, patron, I guess you can call her, that Kyobi lady I talked about before,
Yes.
she has some connections to the religious affairs of the world that run pretty deep. When we first met up, she gave me the general rundown on it. People were forgetting about her. An imbalance of fortune, she called it. And I was a glaring example of bad luck personified. And she thought that it would be fitting, if not fair. She struck a deal with me. In exchange for a second chance, because apparently I blew it the first time around. Not that I can even remember. I had become a messenger of sorts. Extend an olive branch of good faith to folks who need a reminder that there really is a Lady Luck out there. I know it might seem like a one-man act, but... well, this is a thinly veiled duo if you've ever seen one.
Well, we're here to help you, Guy. You can... I don't have much experience with ancient deities, I'll be realistic, but if, we figure stuff out and Daeriel will kind of like awkwardly pat him on the shoulder. We'll try and help.
I really appreciate that, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but there have been very little in the way of things I've been as devoted to in my life that I can remember, at least. On the second lease that I've been given. And, well, trying to help her, I guess. Haven't made much in the way of great strides. Feel like every time I've taken a step forward, I've found myself 2 steps back. Heck, haven't even been able to manifest her power by now.
You think that's something you should be able to do?
Absolutely! I've been getting stronger all this time for the sake of being able to bring her back and, well, seal the deal.
Maybe there's like something you gotta do? A ritual or something to obtain? Some part of her you need to collect?
I am putting something in chat real quick.
If I'm like doing something wrong.
No, you're fine. I just
Miller.
couldn't remember
I'm
if
sorry.
if this information was about to be relevant.
I think it may become very relevant in
Oh, that's hilarious.
a moment.
Awesome. We've discussed this before.
We have
Emoji.
discussed this.
Yeah, I'll announce it now. So stream can know. But that combat, the end of this arc, does quantify a level up.
Yo,
Let's go.
level up, level up.
I feel like I just leveled up to level 5. Like almost like I did it just before session.
Whoa, crazy. Shush, don't
didn't-
tell chat.
We didn't forget, you forgot.
Yeah.
The guy kind of slowly rises back to a standing position. Well, I'm not sure if there's much in the way of a ritual or a artifact that I need to really seal the deal on this one. But wouldn't be the worst idea in the world if I finally gave you a proper introduction to the lady in question. And guy, as Guy slowly begins, probably dusting himself off a little bit, trying to make himself look a bit more proper or formal. I use big air quotes in both of those terms because, come on, it's Guy.
I mean, you do have that soap you grabbed.
You know what? This is an important moment. Let's see. Guy probably pours out his canister of water and with a little bit of soap that he's acquired, kind of splashes some on his face for a moment, rubs off the dirt. He's gonna do this. There's a glow to the amulet, and this guy kind of starts straightening himself up, loosening himself, rolling his shoulders back,
Oh, I did
getting
have
out
one
the
more
kinks in his
question.
neck.
One more question.
Yes.
Did you have a song you wanted for this?
Oh, see, that would be such a good fucking question that I wish was asked a few hours prior, because I would have had a song. You know what? Fuck it. It's an emotional moment for a character. Bounding Through Time mix.
You got
Hell
it.
yeah.
Let's go! Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Also, I think either music was very quiet or for Discord homies sound stopped working.
I think.
It was just
No,
quiet.
it is still going. It's just quiet.
Oh,
Okay.
it is just very quiet.
Turning it up.
This guy kind of straightens himself up, loosens himself, rolls his shoulder back, getting out the kinks in his neck. You watch, there's a kind of a glow to the amulet as it's wrapped around or at the very least, what remains of the statue. Now, mind you, I'm not exactly as informed a figure on the deity of fortune as I feasibly should be. But everyone, I think it's appropriate that I begin with a bit of an introduction. You know, formalities and all that. Phoebe, Daeriel, Spirit, Chris, this, and he gestures back to the statue of a faded statue of a tall, shapely figured woman, or at the very least what remains of it. This is Kyobi, the goddess of fortunes. And, you know, it's only fair if I extend that same gratitude to you. Kyobi, this is Phoebe and Daeriel. I first met them when I was out on the road doing mercenary work. And I've come to trust them a great, considerable deal. They had my back some more times than I can possibly count, and, well, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I ever would have met Spirit or Chris. Oh, and, this is Spirit and Chris, by the by. I know I've been, well, not the greatest when it comes to my role as your herald, maybe? Spreading your good word. But if there was ever a time that I could use your help, it'd be now. Chris and Spirit, well, they gave Phoebe, Daeriel, and I the opportunity of a lifetime in working alongside them in the Circus of Dreams. But, well, there's a whole lot that's going on in the world, and I need to be stronger. I need to be better. I need to be more devoted to this cause than I've been in a long, long time. You think maybe we can come to an agreement on this whole pact of devotion that we've got going on here, and come to an understanding that we're a team? You think maybe if got what it takes to leap through that last barrier and see that I'm worthy enough to wield that power of yours? Please? There's a bit of a moment as the amulet glows and radiates that kind of cotton candy pink light to it. And then see that there's kind of an astral light that wraps around Guy's arms. Wait, hold on, guys, I think this is it. I'm feeling something. I don't know. This hasn't happened before, so... Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, boss. Guys? Meet Kyobi. And at that, the astral light that is entwined around Guy's arms kind of take the form of two long, slender, feminine hands. Full arms that almost extend from Guy's shoulders. Kind of beckon the party forwards. You can see the coloration of the skin is almost like a demonic shade. Long, black, finely manicured nails. Kind of just beckoning the party closer. A hand on where there's a full-figured entity would be her hip. Wow! Okay, that's gonna take some getting used to, but...
Phoebe,
Yes.
your mic was eating your arms.
That's all she said was arm.
I just wanted to see if there was anything else.
No, you're good. I
See
appreciate
that
it.
There's a bit of bits and pieces of her astral facade seem to flicker in and out of reality. In a explicitly noted manner, you can clearly see sort of crescent-shaped ears. Though little more in the way of a proper figure. You can see the outline. It's kind of smoky, like a thick cloud of cotton candy smoke that makes the shape of a all feminine figure of sorts. You can see the outline of a, say, toothy, seductive smirk from within that cloud.
I would say it's nice to meet you, Guy. What exactly is going on here?
Can she talk? I just see arms. Sign language?
They are clearly magical. You may have gotten a semblance of what you asked for, Guy.
I think you're definitely on the right track with that one, buddy. Well, maybe you're not the full-bodied real deal just yet, but it's nice to finally have you here, Kyobi. It's kind of a warbly, sultry laugh. And amidst the smoky cloud figure.
step in the right direction, at least. It seems.
I'm very happy for you, Guy. Having this moment of understanding, I suppose, is encouraging.
It's
I
nice
think
to
you're-
have clarity.
I think you're doing a very good job.
I am just putting something in chat. I am so sorry.
We're all good.
This song gets me every time.
It's a really
good
good
song.
song. You can see the shapely cloud of smoke kind of lean down a little bit. Whoever she is, she's quite tall. You can see her lower half is kind of more wispy, like think like a genie.
Kind of what I'm imagining at the moment, yeah.
You can see she leans down a little bit. She's got an arm resting on top of Guy's head. You know, that toothy smirk kind of peeking in through the cloud of cotton candy smoke. You watch as she opens her mouth. And she speaks. Well, well, well. Glad to see that the walking dorks decided to keep some good company. Guy is stark white and sweating bullets.
I assume that's a good thing. We are happy to help Guy along on his journey. Miss Kyobi, right?
Yeah, Kiwi.
That's right, doll. Kyobi's the name, and fortune's my game. And you folks have had a particularly poor streak of luck because of this guy right here. The long astral arm pinches Guy's cheek.
Well, I mean, there's been quite a lot of good luck after meeting Guy as well.
Oh, don't you worry, doll. I've been keeping a careful eye on the lot of you. You circus folks sure do know how to put on quite the show.
That is sort of what we do.
So not to intrude on your little troop here, but I certainly hope you don't mind a +1, especially on such short notice.
No, that's okay. I think
If
you
you're...
guys are kind of attached anyway, so
Yes.
I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
take no for an answer, but you are just so adorable, I could eat you up. Guy and I are sorta, and she pulls on her lower half just to kind of emphasize her point, attached at the hip.
I see. That's very literal in your case.
Again, Guy is stark white, sweating bullets, gritted teeth. Yeah, she's the best, guys.
Sounds good. Well, I mean, it's always good luck to have a goddess of fortune on our side, right?
Right.
Exactly.
I imagine that will bring us nothing but good things. Hopefully.
I'm thrilled that Guy has had you remembering me so fondly.
Should
This has
You'd-
big where you're meeting someone's parents for the first time.
This
Yeah.
has big, like, you're meeting their parents for the first time, and, like, you realize, like, with, like, just sudden clarity, that everything your friend has told you about them is actually worse than anything they ever said. That's actually what the vibe is. Oh no, they're worse.
And that their mom's a MILF.
Apparently.
Yeah,
MILF.
How
Like,
cute.
what
How
accent is
cute.
that? Is that, like, New York? What accent are you doing?
I have never. So, context for just a moment. Guy and Kyobi were pulled from another campaign that I played that was, on all accounts, still being run to this day. And I never really gave her an accent. I never really gave her a voice. This is just more so like sultry big lady.
Mhm.
I see.
No, I like it. The vibe is fun. It's just
Vibe's
also
very
terrifying.
Woman. The
Imposing.
scariest thing in the world.
Tekiobi.
For spirit, hell yeah.
Well. Marshall Guy, you are doing God's work. I'm glad to see you haven't forgotten the terms and conditions of our little agreement. But sure, if it's power you're after, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. She boops him on the nose real quick and kind of starts dissipating back into smoke. And don't you dolls worry, I'll be keeping a careful eye on each and every one of yous.
Well, it was good to meet you, and I'm, like you said, glad to have you on our side.
Yeah.
She does a mock curtsy. Oh, you dolls flatter me. Oh, and Guy, don't forget, you're devoted now. So there's no backing out of this little agreement of ours. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, Kyobi. Oh, gee, what did you get yourself into, Marshall Guy?
An interesting question, to be sure.
Let's see, she slowly begins dissipating back into the amulet, and the last vestiges for smoky visage dissipate back from when she came. Maybe try to stop it a little bit more often. It gets lonely in the amulet nowadays.
Nowadays, was there someone? And then Daeriel shuts up.
Daeriel, if it's any consolation, I'm more like a roommate to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this amulet here, more than houses just a, albeit constrained divine entity. There's a space in there that I, and unfortunately, from what I can tell, just about me and her can occupy.
Like a little pocket dimension thing?
Oh, yeah,
For
that.
better term, yeah, like a pocket dimension.
Anyone want to make a religion check?
Sure.
I would love to.
Fucking love the religion checks. I'm a fucking cleric.
I love rolling dice.
Oh, I rolled a 19 on the die. I don't know why Spirit knows about this, but that's funny.
Well,
If it's any consolation, it's actually kind of a swanky pad she's got going on in there.
14.
I mean, I would imagine.
I was so excited.
For some reason, Spirit knows this.
I don't know why Spirit knows this. That's funny.
I'll say Daeriel knows the basics. Every god has a demiplane. This is just general world lore. And every god has there's essentially 2 layers. There's the outer layer where all of your, like, devotees go when they pass. People who believed in you, people who worshipped you. And then there's the inner layer, which is kind of the god's inner sanctum. Spirit, you put some pieces together. Given that she is a goddess, clearly a belief-based one, she's got the crescent ears, and just from, you know, if people are forgetting about her, she's losing power. You realize that the amulet, Guy's lucky charm, is quite literally the inner sanctum of her demiplane turned into an object. As when a belief-based god is dying, since they can't really die, they just kind of become dormant, they get confined to their inner demiplane.
I see.
Have some more heart emoji.
Fascinating.
Phoebe,
Okay.
you got a 12, you don't know shit. You don't know none of this.
I figured I didn't.
From the
so
ocean.
unfortunate that Phoebe doesn't get to know shit and I do.
Chris, technically you know this, Chris, but you also don't know this.
I understand.
Daeriel, you got everything but the specific thing that Spirit parsed and like, oh, that's a demiplane. Also, don't worry, we'll get Kyobi some real art for next time. Well, I say
perfectly
real
fine.
full art. It's fine, it's good, we got this.
Fascinating. Okay. I assume that went, like, well-ish? Maybe?
The intricacies and fine nuances of how Kyobi functions still elude me to this day, but the bottom line is that folks are forgetting about her.
Right.
I mean, look around. This whole frickin' temple has been lost to time, and I've hunkered down here for... Well, I wanted to hunker down here from what I can remember. I never quite pieced together what happened between me getting here and me meeting her, but there's the reason why we're so connected at the hip. Literally.
Right.
All I'm saying is that people have forgotten about her. She's fading away, and, well, if it's any consolation, she's trusted me she's put her trust and faith in me to remind people that Lady Luck is very much a real deal.
Well, I guess in that case, then there's 5 people who at least have some belief now.
That's true.
It's a start, but I can't stop here. This power spike is just about the thing I needed to really light a fire under my ass.
Right. No, I suppose it is easier to believe in something that you can see.
I have a distinct feeling that people are gonna be more than just seeing her. If
How
those
do you mean?
astral arms of hers are any tell.
Right. So, supposedly this goddess could do more for you than just, I don't know, luck?
Again, I wish I further understood the intricacies and nuances of how our domain function. I'll leave clerical matters to someone like Daeriel, but what I do know is that she's real enough that she can physically manifest again. That's a start. That's more than a start. That's leaps
That's
and
good.
bounds of progress that I've made in a few years' time.
That's true.
It's yeah.
The Vulture Queen actually approaches, looking a bit disappointed in the situation. I wanted to let you all have your little emotional powwow, but it's gonna be night soon. She says, pulling out a little artificed timepiece. I already scraped this place over for treasure to see if there were any valuables, just so you all could have your moment, but this place has clearly been picked clean. She kind of eyes a couple holes in the ceiling, some getaway exits like where Pops went. We should be heading back before it gets too cold to handle. And we need to get your train fixed up. You did your end of the bargain. Time for us to do ours.
Yeah, right. Fix the train, get things back on track.
Literally, I suppose.
The guy kind of kneels back down in the direction of the small site that had been used for lack of a better term, his proverbial grave, and just puts a few things in his satchel. Some of the flowers, the old picture of himself. I'll make things right. For you, for me, for family. Alright. Full steam ahead. Literally. Train back on tracks. Literally.
And with thought
Big
of,
literal.
with thought of train and back on track, you all head back to have your train fixed and to get this adventure continuing. And I do think that's where we're gonna cut session, because we had the late start and we have just hit the time. But that was a lot of fun.
That was so good.
Hooray!
I know some people need to go to bed, so we're not going to do much of a post-show. I do, however, want to pull up the music that in my brain has been looping as Kyobi's theme for a while.
Please do.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I did not know that you had something specific in mind.
Oh, it's very silly. This fits the vibe better.
Oh.
But 100%, How Can I Help You, Stardust feels like a Kyobi song.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah. You're so correct.
Yeah, that'll be our little outro music.
Yeah, so we can do a brief little chat rather than a full proper post show. We got the Guy lore!
Yippee, Guy Lore, love you, Guy.
Hey guys.
Hi. You're
That
playing.
was a lot to unpack.
You're
You got
playing
two
two
characters.
people.
You
Yeah,
got 2 people, and you got a cousin. I forgot that
crazy.
Kyobi was gonna need art, but you know, at least we got Pops out of it.
You know what? I genuinely was surprised by the Pops art. So this is a welcome addition.
Yeah, Guy's cousin uses he, she pronouns. Is a cool fucking sniper.
Let's go.
Luckily, didn't lose the eye that needed to see through the barrel.
That's convenient.
Covered in cool radiation burn scars.
Cool aesthetically. Probably not for her.
Yeah, probably not very fun for her, but like awesome.
So how's everyone feeling?
I need Kyobi to
I'm
do
well.
things to me.
Visual bit for an audio-based show, but imagine I am reaching out my hand for you and I'm saying, Monday!
God, I hope you all enjoyed Gummy Worm. I
Gummy
know,
That was fun.
I know it was silly, but it's been something that I've wanted. I have had this planned for a while, really ever since it got canon in my world lore. That there is a giant gummy worm that lives in the desert. that wants to
Gummy
eat you.
worm.
Oh, it's probably covered in sand and rock and like
Gummy.
Sleepy took a
Sticky.
and Sleepy and Bubbly took a and Bubbly and Phoebe. Oh my god! Let me get the fucking name right. Took a bite out of like probably like layers and layers of caked on sand and dirt stuck to the fucking gummy worm. Oh, ah.
So, fun fact, I'll do the quick little info dump. B and I have a little pantheon of fucked up eldritch gods who
Yeah.
are foreign to any world. This one got shoved in here despite it not really being open to the multiverse. It's a god of pestilence, because the gods are based off of the four horsemen, and also candy, and the pestilence god is based off of gummy. Like gummy candies and jelly candies. All plasmoids in Revenera that aren't from the Astral Sea are unhive mind gummy people. So Mutt, who you met last session, a gummy person.
Fascinating.
Fucking Venti from the circus, gummy person.
God, that's so funny.
Didn't I don't remember pronouns, but didn't they say something about the hive mind?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
They did say something about the hive mind.
If you're a plasmoid
Funny.
in this world, you used to be part of the hive mind.
That's. Why do I want to make a plasmoid?
I know, right?
One
One shot. We do a hive mind one shot.
for people who know about
Gummy
them,
one shot.
Jepter backstory.
Love Jepter.
Anyway, any final words from everyone? Oh, fuck, schedule. I don't know what's happening tomorrow, because we're not playing Wander Song, because we're gonna be down a player.
Yes, we might. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna do something cool. No idea what's happening next Wednesday. You know what, chat? Keep an eye on the Discord. Shit's gonna happen. I wanna lie down. So, please remember to drink water and to take care of yourself. And pray to Kyobi for the biggest of gains and the best of luck and the big money no whammies.
So true.
Oh, hey, anyone who hasn't, anyone who hasn't yet, now that oh, damn it.
Aw, dang it.
I was gonna say, everyone who hasn't yet, go open your TCG pocket packs now, because you
Oh
have
my
the
god,
that'd
you're
be
right, I
funny.
should go
So
do that.
true. Alright, we're all gonna play TCG Pocket after stream. Bye!
God.